Success doesn't start with money. It starts with the way you think when no one is watching. Most people chase strategies, shortcuts, and secrets, but the people who win on the court and in life focus on something deeper. They master their mindset. Today's video is about someone I bet you have heard of at least once or twice. His name is Kobe Bryant. Kobe didn't become a legend because of talent alone. Yes, he had skill. Yes, he worked harder than anyone. But what truly set him apart was his mentality, the way he approached every practice, every game, every detail. Kobe wasn't just playing basketball. He was studying it, breaking it down, rebuilding it from the inside out. And that's the lesson most people miss. Success isn't about what you do once in a while. It's about the way you think every single day. Now imagine applying that same relentless mentality to your money, to your career, to your financial freedom. What if you studied wealth the way Kobe studied basketball? What if you treated every dollar you earn as a stepping stone, not just a paycheck? What if you built systems around your money that are as consistent as Kobe's 4 a.m. workouts? This is where the passive path comes in, because building wealth isn't about working harder. It's about thinking differently. It's about building habits that turn money into momentum. Do you really think financial freedom is only for the lucky few, or do you believe it's something you can build step by step with the right mindset? Stick with me, because in this video I'll show you how the mindset that made Kobe unstoppable on the court can make you unstoppable in your financial life. And by the end, you'll know exactly how to turn discipline, patience, and perseverance into money that works for you. If that sounds like the life you want, then stay with me, because what comes next could be the shift that changes your financial future forever. Methods matter, but mindset decides the outcome. You can have the perfect business plan. You can follow the hottest investment strategy. You can copy every step of someone else's playbook and still fail. Because the truth is simple. It's not the method that makes the millionaire. It's the mindset behind it. Kobe Bryant understood this. He didn't just rely on his natural ability. He became obsessed with details. He studied his opponents. He watched game tapes over and over. He practiced until his body broke down. Then he practiced more. That level of detail is rare. Most people want the shortcut. They want the quick win, but shortcuts don't build wealth. Mindset does. When you approach your finances, the same rule applies. It's not about the latest stock tip. It's not about buying the right crypto at the right time. It's about how you think. Do you see money as something you spend today? Or do you see it as a tool to build freedom tomorrow? Think about two people with the same income. One spends freely, the other saves, invests, and studies how to make money grow. 10 years later, their lives look completely different. Same income, different mindset. That's why you hear stories of lottery winners who go broke. They had money, they didn't have mindset. The passive path is built on this truth. If you focus only on methods, you'll always chase. If you focus on mindset, you'll always create. So ask yourself, are you chasing the next quick answer, or are you building the kind of mindset that makes wealth inevitable? Because once you change the way you think, the methods become obvious. The opportunities appear, and the money follows. Stay with this, because the next step is about how to learn from the best, the people who've already built the life you want, and how you can model their success until it becomes your own. Is this conversation helpful so far? Every great success story begins with a model, someone who shows you what is possible, someone whose path you can study, copy, and eventually surpass. Kobe Bryant had Michael Jordan. He didn't just admire him, he studied him. Every move, every fake, every shot, even the way he stuck out his tongue when driving to the basket. That's the power of modeling. It's not blind imitation. It's reverse engineering greatness until you build your own version. If you want to build wealth, you need the same approach. Find the people who have already achieved financial freedom. Study their moves, read their biographies, listen to their interviews, break down their strategies the same way Kobe broke down game film. In North America, you have endless role models to choose from. You can study Warren Buffett's patience with investing. You can learn from Elon Musk's willingness to take massive risks. You can examine Sarah Blakely's creativity in building Spanx into a billion-dollar brand. Or you can follow the steady discipline of ordinary families who built wealth by living below their means and investing every month. Don't just glance at their stories, go deeper. Ask yourself why they made certain decisions. What habits did they build? What sacrifices did they accept? What patterns show up again and again? Here's an example. Starbucks didn't become Starbucks because it sold coffee. Coffee was just the vehicle. What made Starbucks massive was Howard Schultz's obsession with customer experience, branding, and scale. If you only copy the product, you miss the lesson. If you copy the mindset, you can create something in any field. Think about real estate investors. One landlord might stop after buying a single rental home. Another studies the greats, models their strategies, and builds a portfolio of 50. The difference isn't opportunity, it's mindset and modeling. So where do you start? Pick one person who inspires you. Commit to studying their life for the next 90 days. Read their books, watch their talks, analyze their decisions, write down what they did right, and also where they failed. Then use those lessons to guide your own path. Because when you model greatness, you collapse time. You don't need to make every mistake yourself. You can borrow years of wisdom in a fraction of the time. And once you understand this, the next challenge appears. It's not about the role model anymore. It's about you. Can you discipline yourself the way they did? Can you create a system that keeps you on track day after day? That's where the next step begins. The step that separates dreamers from doers, the ability to master yourself before you master money. Each source person you will ever manage is yourself. Not your employees, not your business partners, not even your family, yourself. Kobe Bryant proved this every single morning he woke up before sunrise. He didn't need a coach to knock on his door. He didn't need a boss to remind him to practice. He held himself accountable. That's self-discipline. And in wealth building, nothing matters more. There are two main styles of discipline. Some people thrive on strict routines. They set alarms. They schedule their meals. They plan every hour of their day. They live by the calendar, and it works for them. Others thrive on flexible discipline. They don't need to wake up at 5 a.m. They don't follow the same rigid schedule, but they still keep their focus clear. Every action they take serves their bigger goal. The first system is like the traditional athlete routine. Early mornings, fixed training blocks, non-stop repetition. The second system is like the entrepreneur who works late into the night, sleeps in, but still produces results. Not because of luck, but because every choice lines up with the mission. Neither is right or wrong. The question is, which one fits you? For building wealth, your system of discipline could look like this. Checking your budget at the same time every week. Setting a rule to invest a percentage of every paycheck automatically, or building a habit of reading 20 minutes a day about money and markets. Or maybe you prefer flexibility. Instead of fixed hours, you commit to hitting certain targets each week. Save $500, finish 2 chapters of a finance book, analyze one investment opportunity. The timing doesn't matter, the completion does. Self-discipline is not about punishment, it's about alignment. Your daily actions line up with your bigger vision. If you can manage yourself, you can manage money. If you can manage money, you can manage wealth. And if you can manage wealth, you can buy freedom. But there is another piece you need. Discipline is the engine. You still need the right vehicle, because without the right vehicle, your energy goes nowhere. That's the next step. Choosing the path that can carry you to financial freedom. Every success story has a vehicle. For Kobe Bryant, it was basketball. For Howard Schultz, it was coffee. For Bill Gates, it was software. For Oprah Winfrey, it was media. The vehicle is not the end goal. It is the platform that carries you forward. Without a vehicle, your discipline has no direction. You can work hard every day and still spin in circles. That is why choosing the right path is critical. So how do you choose yours? First, look at your strengths. What are you naturally curious about? What do you enjoy learning when nobody is forcing you? If you can stay interested long enough, you can outlast the competition. Second, look at demand. What are people willing to pay for? It doesn't matter how passionate you are if the world doesn't need it. The sweet spot is where your interest meets real demand. Third, look at scalability. Does the vehicle grow as you grow? A job is a vehicle, but it has limits. A business, an investment, or intellectual property can keep scaling without you working more hours. Here are some proven vehicles for wealth: real estate, stock investing, online businesses, content creation, technology. Each of these has created thousands of millionaires. Think about real estate. A single rental house produces a little cash flow. 10 rental houses build financial security. 50 rental houses create generational wealth. Dead vehicle, different scale. Or think about online businesses. One product might make a few $100s. Add more products, build a brand, automate marketing. Now you have a business that works while you sleep. The passive path exists to help you think in these terms, to help you find a vehicle that matches your mindset, because the vehicle matters as much as the discipline driving it. But here is the truth. Picking the vehicle is only half the battle. Once you choose, you need fuel to keep it moving. That fuel is perseverance. And perseverance is made of 4 qualities: patience, endurance, decisiveness, relentless effort. These 4 traits separate the people who start from the people who finish. And that's what we will explore next. Instincts is the first quality. Wealth takes time, investments grow slowly, skills compound over years, relationships mature with consistency. Think of compound interest. $100 invested each month might feel small, but over 20 years it turns into tens of thousands. Over 30 years it can become hundreds of thousands. Time is the multiplier. Patience is the requirement. Kobe's career is proof. Most players fade by age 30. He played at a high level well into his late 30s. Not because his body was stronger, but because his patience with preparation was greater. Endurance is the second quality. Wealth building is not glamorous. It means putting in hours when no one is watching. It means saying no to quick pleasures so you can say yes to long-term remorse. Think about starting a business. At first, it is long hours, late nights, tight budgets. You endure the grind until momentum builds. Those who quit early never see the result. The same applies to personal finance. Skipping restaurants, cutting unnecessary subscriptions, driving the same car for 10 years. Small sacrifices create the capital to invest. Endurance creates freedom. Decisiveness is the third quality. Opportunities do not wait. Markets shift, jobs change, trends come and go. You must decide quickly and commit. Kobe showed this on the court. A split-second decision to shoot, pass, or drive. Hesitation meant failure. Decisiveness created wins. In money, the same rule applies. Do you start investing now or wait? Do you start the side business today or put it off another year? Every delay costs time, and time costs money. Relentless effort is the fourth quality. This is the trait that ties everything together. It means refusing to stop when others quit. It means staying on the path long after motivation fades. Kobe played through injuries. He studied more tape than anyone else. He refused to accept limits. That relentless effort made him one of the greatest. Wealth works the same way. You keep saving when friends stop. You keep investing through market crashes. You keep learning when others get comfortable. Imagine 2 investors, both start at the same time. One quits after the first market drop. The other keeps going for decades. The difference in their outcomes is not luck. It is relentless effort. Put these 4 together: patience, endurance, decisiveness, relentless effort, and you have the foundation of financial freedom. But lessons mean nothing without action. The real test is applying them, turning these qualities into daily choices that build wealth. So let's bring everything together. Let's turn these ideas into a plan you can start today. Mindset is the foundation. Role models show you the way. Discipline keeps you on track. The right vehicle carries you forward, and perseverance fuels the journey. Now it's time to put it all into action. Start with one role model. Pick someone who inspires you. Study their story. Learn from their wins and their mistakes. Write down the lessons that apply to your life. Next, build one discipline. It could be saving a set amount from every paycheck. It could be reading one finance book each month. It could be reviewing your budget every Sunday. Keep it simple. Keep it consistent. Then choose one vehicle. It might be real estate. It might be the stock market. It might be an online side business. Don't try to master everything at once. Pick one and commit. Finally, practice the 4 qualities. Be patient with results. Endure the boring and the difficult parts. Make decisions without endless hesitation. Push forward when others stop. Here's a simple action plan. Over the next 30 days, read one book by a successful entrepreneur or investor. Set up automatic savings into an investment account, even if it's only $50. Track your spending and cut one unnecessary expense. Use that extra money to fuel your chosen vehicle. This is how ordinary people become financially free. Not through luck, not through shortcuts, but through consistent actions that compound over time. The passive path exists to remind you of this. That wealth is not built in a day. It's built in the daily choices you make. So ask yourself, what choice will you make today? What action will you take right now that your future self will thank you for? Because the sooner you start, the sooner momentum builds. And the sooner momentum builds, the closer you get to financial freedom. Stay focused, stay consistent, and keep walking your path. The last piece is the reminder you need to hear. The message that ties this all together and sends you forward with clarity. You don't need to be Kobe Bryant to change your life. You don't need his fame. You don't need his talent. What you need is his mindset, discipline, patience, relentless effort. The refusal to quit when things get hard. These are the traits that build wealth. These are the traits that create freedom. Money is not about luck. It's about choices. The choice to save instead of spend. The choice to learn instead of waste time. The choice to act instead of wait. Every dollar you earn is a tool. Every habit you build is a foundation. Every decision you make moves you closer to freedom or further away. The passive path is about taking control of those choices, turning your daily actions into steps toward financial independence, building systems so money works for you, not the other way around. So let this be your turning point. Pick your role model, build your discipline, choose your vehicle, commit to patience, endurance, decisiveness, and relentless effort. And then never stop. If you found value here, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to The Passive Path for more practical lessons on building wealth, and share your thoughts in the comments so we can grow together. Your financial freedom is closer than you think. All it takes is the mindset to start and the discipline to keep going. Stay committed, stay patient, and stay on the passive path. Every journey to wealth begins with a single step, and every step compounds into something bigger when you stay consistent. You now have the mindset, the tools, and the qualities to start building your own path. Not tomorrow, not next year, but today. If this video gave you clarity, take a moment to like it. Hit subscribe to join us here on The Passive Path. Drop a comment below to share what step you're taking next. And send this video to someone you care about, someone who deserves to start their own path to freedom. I wish you the best of luck as you move forward. If you want more strategies and insights, feel free to watch the other videos on this channel. There's always another lesson waiting to help you grow. Thank you for spending this time with me. I'll see you in the next video.